Hello, friends of Sudoku, and welcome. I'm now finally back in Vietnam, and my jet lag is more or less over. And I'm happy to be doing a New York Times hard Sudoku today. Today is the 23rd of September 2023. I hope there won't be too much noise in the background here. Vietnam is, of course, different from Copenhagen, and you never know what's going to happen. But let's see what we have to deal with. I can see a 1 blocking down here and up here and across here. So 1 must go in this position here. Now we have 1s here or here. There's also an 8 for this square here because of these two 8s blocking these 5 squares and this 8 blocking across here. So an 8 must go here. We have a 6 here or here because of these two 6s. And we have a 7. I'm spotting a 7 blocking down and up here and across. So a 7 goes here. Now we have a 7 in one of these two squares. What else do we see? A 1 must go either here or here. And a 2. The 2 here blocks up and this 2 blocks across. So a 2 must go in this position. Now we got 5 here or here. And that's not that helpful because this 5 is the only 5 in the grid so far. So we'll have to maneuver around that restriction. We have a 2 here or here and a 2 up here in one of these two positions here. A 9 must go either here or here because of these two 9s blocking across. We have 7s here or here, and we have a 6 here or here. We must have an 8 either here or here because these two squares here are blocked by these two 8s. We have a 1 under 4 blocking these 3 squares, and we have a 1 under 4 blocking these 2 squares. So a 1 under 4 must go here and here. And that means that this square must be a 3 or a 5. A 2 must go here or here because one of these must be a 2 and one of these must be a 2. So we still need a 2 for this row here, row 6. And this 2, of course, blocks this square. So 2 must go here or here. This square here, I think, must be a 4 because it cannot be a 1, it cannot be a 2, it cannot be a 3. It could be a 4, yes. It cannot be a 5 because this 5 blocks up. So one of these is a 5 blocking this square. And it cannot be a 6, nor can it be a 7, 8, or 9. So yes, it is a 4. We know that these are 1s and 4s, so the 4 blocks over, giving me a 1 here and a 4 here. Now we have a 1 in this square here, and therefore in this square here, because these two other ones block these 4 squares. Across here, we are looking for a 3, 2, and a 5. This is a 3, 5. 2 goes here or here, so I'm not quite sure about that yet. We have 8s and 9s down here. 8 here or here, and as I said earlier, think 8, therefore here or here. So now that we found this 1 here, let's examine this square. It must be a 2 because this 2 blocks down, this 2 blocks up. So yes, a 2 goes here, and we did have 2s in these two squares as well, didn't we? Now this 2 here forces a 2 to go here. These two squares now must be a 6 and a 5. 5 blocks across, here is a 6, here is a 5. Now we have a 5 up here, and an 8, 9, and a 3 here. Let's look at these squares then. They must be also a 3, 8, 9, and one more. A 2, 3, 9. This is a 2, 8. 2 blocks over, down. One of these is a 2. No, I'm not sure about that yet. 4, 5, and 6 across here. 6 blocks down. One of these is a 6, 6. No, not quite there yet. 6. This is a 4, 5. But a 7. 7 blocks over, and over here's a 7. Now we have a 7 blocking down and a 7 blocking across, giving me this a 7 here. Now we have 7s here or here. And a 3, 4, and a 6 here. 3 now goes here or here, and therefore here or here. So this is a 4 or a 6. Not sure at all about that. And these 3, 8, 9, therefore these must be a 6 and a 7. The 6 blocks here, so here is a 7 and here is a 6. Now we have 9 and 6 here, we have 9 and 6 here, so 9 and 6 must go in 2 of these 3 squares in box 7. Here we are looking for a 9 and a 5 and a 3. 9, 5, 3. No such luck yet. But that means that these two must be an 8 and a 7. And since they are an 8 and a 7, these, of course, must be a 2 and a 3. Not anything I can solve at all at the moment. But at least we know. So 8s and 9s. 8 blocks across here and across here. So 8 goes here or here. Well, or here or here. That's really no joy. But we know that this is an 8 or a 9, don't we? And across here, we need a 4, 8, 9, and a 3. There's a 4 and a 3 blocking here. So this is an 8 now. We got a pair here, a nice pair of 8s and 9s. And that means that an 8 must go in this square here, because either this is an 8 or this is an 8. This square can't be an 8. And we got these two 8s blocking these 5 squares. So an 8 must go here. And that, of course, makes this a 3 or a 9. A 3, 5, 7, 9 in the bottom row, 7, 3 here. So this is a 5, 9. 7, 3, 7, 9, 3. This is a 7 or a 5. Can we get any closer? Well, we have 5 here or here, don't we? Therefore, a 5 must go in one of these 3 squares, but it's not good enough, not yet. But let me have another look at the center column. 8, 9 here, 8, 9 here. Missing is a 5, 2, and a 6. There's a 2 and a 6 blocking this square, so it must be a 5. Yes. And this is now a 2 and a 6. And now we have 5s here, 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 or here. 7, 3, 9 here. 3 blocks these 2 squares, therefore 3 goes here. This is a 7, 9. The 9 blocks down. Here's a 7, here is a 9. Now we have a 7 here. The other digit that we were looking for is an 8. It must go here. Now, of course, we have 8s here or here. And these are still a 2 and a 3. Still a 4, 5, and a 6 in row 4. Not sure yet. 5 now blocks up and down. So 5 here, here. No. Not certain at all. 1 here, 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 or here. What can we do here? 3, 4, and 6. It's easy enough because we have a 3 blocking across here and up here. So here is a 3 Therefore, here is a 6 and here is a 4. Now we have a 4 here and a 4 either here or here. This lonely square can only be a 9. Therefore, a 5 and a 3 up here. 3 blocks up, here's a 5, here's a 3. 5 blocks all the way down, so a 5 goes here, and here we are looking for a 9 and a 1. 5 goes here or here. And we know that this 5 blocks across, giving me a 5 here or here. Therefore, this cannot be a 5. The 5 must go in this position here. Now this must be a 4, of course, because this 4 blocks across. So here's a 4. Now that gives me a 4 here. This 4 blocks across, this 4 blocks across. So here's a 4. Now we have only one square left in row 4, and that has got to be a 5. And here now we are looking for an 8 and a 3. The 3 blocks across, here's an 8, here's a 3. And that gives me a 3 up here and a 2 here. And therefore a 2 here and a 6 here. What are these two? They are an 8 and a 9. The 8 blocks up, so the 9 must go here and the 8 must go here. And we did have an 8 and a 9 pair here, so now this is a 9. And this 8 blocks up, so that gives me a 3 for this square and an 8 for this. Now we have a 3 blocking down and a 3 blocking across. A 3 goes here. Here across, we are looking for a 5, 2, and a 6. 5 and 6 force a 2 to go here. 5 here puts a 6 in this square and a 5 here. Now this must be a 6 and this must be a 1. A 1 therefore goes here, and this must be a 9. Only a 2 and a 9 missing here. The 2 blocks down, giving me a 9 for this square and a 2 for this. And that, Sudoku friends, is how we can solve today's hard Sudoku from the New York Times. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.